My body had to start breaking before I decided to finally change. I was running my own mechanic shop, working 60 hours a week minimum. I would be in the shop for 5 a.m. I wouldn't leave until 6 p.m. I was propping myself up with almost a gram of caffeine a day, energy drinks, nicotine, and then I would be so wound up by the time the end of the day would come around, I would have a few drinks to help myself calm down. Rinse and repeat day after day. Got to where I didn't even know what it was like to see my home in the sunshine. And I was working really, really hard, and I had everything I needed, but I still didn't feel like I had enough. So I kept just pushing harder. I got this mentality, like the David Goggins kind of mentality of just keep pushing, keep just ignore it, ignore the pain. It's fine. It'll go away. Just keep ignoring it. And my health just continued to suffer and continued to suffer. But everything I had been reading up to that point is just keep working harder. You'll get there. So I did. And I was able to turn what I was feeling off and just keep rocking forward. And my cognition started to fall off. I got to where I was having near panic attacks. I was having massive chest pain, lost 40 pounds in 3 months of very unhealthy, in a very, very unhealthy way. The people around me were starting to worry about the way I was looking. I looked gaunt. I looked like I was just one step out of the grave. And then one day I was driving into work and I started having these chest pains in the worst way. 5 a.m. By the time my employees made it in for 7 a.m., I knew I needed to go to the doctor. So I did. My doctor was nice enough to see me within a couple of hours. As soon as he started testing me, he sent me to the hospital, wanted me to stay overnight. And I was in that hospital bed and I've got wires coming out of me. I've got tubes coming out of me. And my wife brought my 3 young kids in to come see me. And my son was about 6 at the time. And he stood at the foot of the bed. And when he saw all these wires and tubes coming out of me, he just broke down. He started crying because he was afraid to approach me. He was so worried for me in that moment. And that right there is what broke me. That's whenever I finally had that breakthrough. I couldn't help but wonder why had I been working so hard? Because the only people that were going to remember how hard I was working were the people in that hospital room with me, and for all the wrong reasons. All I wanted to do in that moment was take those kids and go teach them how to ride bicycles and to go have adventures and to teach them everything that I had learned up until that point, and to just go hang out with them and then play games, play board games. And I wasn't doing any of that up until that point. So that was the breakthrough for me, is like, yeah, work might be important, but there are things that are so much more important out there, and we can miss them. It's so easy to miss them. And I almost missed all of them. I almost ended up in the grave. And that was my breakthrough. It's like, money is great, but if we're missing the time with the people that we love, it don't mean shit.